The Oregon Department of Transportation is pulling a 24-hour shift to keep our state roads clear of what's left of the snowstorm. ODOT says they're considering using salt to help de-ice the roads, but as Megan Shin reports, it's a substance environmentalists say could taint the water and harm the ecosystem if done in excess.
You use the tools that are in your toolbox.
The Oregon Department of Transportation is considering using salt to de-ice state roads.
Well, that's actually one of the tools that we're looking at adding to our toolbox.
Right now, ODOT is tackling this snowstorm in 3 ways: adding sand, plowing, and using a de-icer called magnesium chloride. Then there's salt.
People have a very emotional reaction to.
The concern with salt to de-ice roads is the potential for environmental damage. But ODOT says it's a decent solution to slippery roads at times.
For this past ice storm, we used a little bit.
ODOT used salt near Salem along I-5 during the December ice storm, and recently again near the Siskiyou Pass.
Even with the use of salt, it was closed for about 24 hours.
Using salt creates an environmental hazard.
Environmental groups like Beyond Toxics says the more salt that's used, the more it accumulates in the environment.
Wow. Well, of course, we're not measuring how much salt is currently getting into our rivers.
The concern with salt, although it helps melt ice, is it can cause corrosion to roads and cars, taint drinking water, and the fresh water ecosystem.
Oregonians would be very devastated if our fish population was harmed by our rivers becoming too salty.
Oregon Department of Transportation points out salt is the most effective when it's applied towards the end of a storm cycle.
It's not a cure-all. It's one of the tools we can use.
That was Megan Shin reporting. ODOT says the cost comparison between magnesium chloride and salt is about the same. The closest storage for ODOT to get salt is over the border in California. ODOT used salt throughout the state, occasionally to de-ice roads from the 1950s to 70s, but not as much now.